Hi there. Let us introduce you to the EDD Mailchimp abandoned cart plugin for WordPress. Recovering abandoned carts is a common marketing tactic used by many professional e-commerce stores. The reason is that if you have customers who are very close to buying your products, it's probably a better idea to chase these customers and try to convince them to buy products from you rather than chasing new customers where you don't know if they're interested or not. For that reason, abandoned carts, email marketing campaigns normally have quite a good conversion rate and therefore translate in an attractive return of investment. Many people use Mailchimp for their email campaigns and already have a subscription there. Also, Mailchimp is one of the best email marketing programs and gives you very good analytics by tracking open rates, click-through rates, in order to make your email campaigns effective and also measurable. In our case, we operate several Easy Digital Download stores. These are Easy Digital Downloads, for those who are not familiar with. Is an email software which is based on WordPress. It's a WordPress plugin by itself. It can be easily set up. And the specialty of EDD is basically to sell digital products. In our case, we couldn't find any plugin which connects the Easy Digital Downloads store to Mailchimp. So that's why we have decided to create this plugin in order to make to make the best use of both of these programs and set up all our abandoned cart email marketing campaigns. So what our plugin does is simply we send abandoned cart data from our EDD stores to Mailchimp, and then we use all the Mailchimp programs, automation programs, to handle all the marketing campaigns. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure the plugin in WordPress, respectively in your Easy Digital Download store, so that it correctly connects to your Mailchimp account. What you also will need is to create a Mailchimp account, which you can get under mailchimp.com, and you need to do some preparations here in order to get ready to connect your website with Mailchimp. So what you need to do here as a first step is, once this is set up and created, you need to go here into the account page. This is already done here. You go to the menu extras, and here in API keys you find the menu to get the API key for Mailchimp. Then the second preparatory step is that you need to prepare an email list to receive the data we send you from the abandoned carts. You have here different email lists. You need to choose one which select all the customer data from abandoned carts process. In our case, we keep this separate. So here we have one list for real customers which have purchased. And then here we have one list for prospective data. And if we go into this email list we want to use, we need to basically prepare this list for a specific specialty. What we do is we want to motivate each customer to purchase within a short period of time. So what we do is we offer a discount of circa 10 to 20% minimum, and this discount code will expire in about three days. And what we do is we will use this discount code again and again in our email marketing campaigns, so we best store it in Mailchimp. And in order to store it, what we need to do is we need to create here a new field. So we need to go to the menu settings, list fields, and merge tags. And if normally these are the standard fields here, so that means you need to create a new field. So you go here, add a field. Then you select that this is a text field, and then you can configure it like we do here. The field name is called discount code. It required, it's not required to be on the safe side. Visible, we don't, it can be visible or not, it doesn't matter. And here, just overwrite this with discount so that it's more readable. And save change, and that's it. So basically, your Mailchimp account is ready to receive the abandoned cart data we're going to send you. We are now in the backend of our WordPress website, respectively our Easy Digital Downloads store. Here we need to upload our plugin. This we can do by going to the menu Plugins, Add New. We select Upload Plugin, and then this browse button appears. Now you can simply select our plugin, press Install Now, and the plugin will be installed. This we have already done, so here on this website we are ready. And once you have installed it, you can find the plugin basically here in the Downloads menu. This is all the Easy Digital Downloads functionalities you'll find here. And here there's a menu called Settings. And also our plugin now has its own place here. In the Settings tab, this is you find the tab Extensions. And in Extensions, you will have all the further plugins which are installed. There might already be a Mailchimp plugin, but the normal Mailchimp plugin does not have the abandoned cart process, so that's why we need to go to our menu, EDD Mailchimp abandoned cart, and here you will find all the setup functions. We now will work through the settings of this plugin to correctly set it up and link it to our Mailchimp account. So the first step is that you need to enter the Mailchimp API key you got or you have created in Mailchimp just before. You need to enter this in here. Here it's already done. Then the second step is that you need to create a store. In order to do this, you click here on Manage Your Stores. And this e-commerce store needs to be created from this menu. It's not possible to create this in Mailchimp because this is a custom store, and so you need to use the this menu to do that. So the way this works is you select your email list. You want to connect your or you want to send your abandoned cart customer data to it. In this case, this would be the abandoned cart list. You can give the store any name you want, abandoned cart. And then if you press save, it will basically create here a line item and link this store to your website in your Mailchimp account. So that's basically the procedure. The selected store is highlighted in bold. If you have any problem with your stores, we recommend you that you disconnect. Make sure that you disconnect everything, go into Mailchimp, delete the stores, and then start from scratch to set up one store which is proper. And yeah, that's basic advice here. Okay, then we continue our configuration in the settings menu. For that we go back. Now make sure that your store is selected. If you have selected the store, also your email list is correctly selected. Then the next step you need to do is that you need to choose where your discount code will be saved. This is you need to choose here the field you have created before in Mailchimp, discount code. You have another option regarding subscriber status here. Simply select true. EDD card token expiry time. This means we store a small cookie in the user's browser so that we can recreate the abandoned cart. In this case, our process lasts about 3 days, so we say that the cookie should remain active for 7 days in the user's browser. The next button is that you can synchronize your products from your EDD store into Mailchimp. So this gives you the more possibilities in Mailchimp to use that data to recommend products to your customers. And yeah, so simply recommendation, simply press sync and your product data is sent to Mailchimp as well. Then To finish the setup of our plugin, as said, we are creating unique and personal discount codes. These discount codes are time limited. So here select the day, how long these discount codes will be valid. In this case, we select here 3 days. These discount codes will also appear here in the EDD discount code menu. And if you have, especially if you have a lot of discount codes, it's important that you can trace them where they have been created. So for that reason, we have here created a prefix field. Our recommendation is you enter here ABC for it stands for abandoned cart, and then every discount code you see with that prefix, you know this has been created through this process here. You also need to select how much your discount is, which you're offering to your leads. We recommend using 10 or 20% minimum as incentive to incentivize people to purchase the products now, and basically help them to, or motivate them and give them a reason to follow through with their purchase. So after you're done here, you need to press Save Changes, and you're basically set up. This means now people going to your checkout page, they enter the email address. Now automatically this information will be sent to Mailchimp. So let's go to Mailchimp and let's see how we can finish the setup of the email abandoned cart marketing campaigns. In Mailchimp, we are now receiving the abandoned cart customer data from our EDD store through our plugin. This ends up on our email list. What we now need to do is we need to decide what we're going to do with that. What we're going to do is we are setting up an email marketing campaign for abandoned carts. So the way to do that is we go to the campaign menu in Mailchimp, and then we create a new campaign. This new campaign is an email campaign. It will be automated. The goal is to recover abandoned carts. Voila. And then we can choose between sending a single email or sending a series of email. Our observations show us that we actually need to send in a series of email to make our campaign effective. And we plan to do this over a period of about 3 days. So we select a name for our campaign, for instance, abandoned cart email campaign. And then we also select the store. This is the store which you have set up and which is basically linked in your ED site to Mailchimp. So we select this store, and then we can begin setting up our email campaign. In the email series menu, here by default one email was created. What we now want to do is we want to send up to 3 emails. So I simply add here an email and then add another one until I have here 3 emails to send. And you see here basically important here is to configure the trigger. Per standard, 1 hour after subscribers abandon a cart from your store, this one is triggered, so that one is fine. In this case, we also can configure the triggers, and we can change the other triggers as we like. We can select some hours afterwards, or here in this case, I would leave it after 1 day after. We will send that email as well. And then the third email we can send another day after. What we also want to do is we want to make sure that we only send this email if there is no purchase has been coming through. We want to give this discount code only to new customers. So here we segment, and one condition is that there was no purchase activity. We simply save this, and the same we'll also do with this email. Then what we are going to do is each email has here this button where we can basically edit or select and edit the email template. So in our case, this is already set up here, but normally it starts in this setup menu. And here we can give this email a name. We also should choose to show a sticky headline in order to to motivate customer to actually look at this email and open it. And these are the two fields, the header and the preview text. So please write something interesting in it and also make it clear that the discount code will expire. So that's the tactic to be used here. Then the next menu is that you can select the abandoned cart template. So Mailchimp has here normally suggests here different templates. We normally go here with the abandoned cart and product recommendations. In our case, this is already set up here. I will not change this again, so I will directly go to the email editor. In the email editor, this is basically a normal Mailchimp email editor, and you can basically add your logos or images here. What we also would recommend you is that you personalize these emails. In this case, we just enter the first name and last name fields here in a separate row. And also we enter the discount code field here. We need to basically tell them how much time is left until you can basically get use the discount code. In this case, it's actually 60 hours for the first email. So he can use this for 60 hours, and basically it will display his specific discount code. Then a bit further below, the product of his card is shown, and further below there's also a section to show all the products we can recommend to buy. If you're lucky, actually the user might be interested in something else, and this gives you another chance to sell your products. Then simply press save and continue, and this email is basically ready to go. Voila. And now here, last but not least, you need to basically select the resume, and the email becomes active. And the same you need to do for email number 2, email number 3. And then once you're done, you say resume all emails, and basically you're done, and your abandoned cart campaign is set up and is live and will basically start firing. We hope this video was useful. As you can see, abandoned cart email campaigns are automated. Nevertheless, we have to say at the beginning it requires a bit supervision. In case sometimes it can be that it doesn't work on the first attempt. Normally, when in that cases, what the problem is that the messaging of the emails might not be optimal, or also the discount code offered might not be enough to motivate these prospects to actually follow through with their prospect. So in those cases, what we recommend you to do is try to use different messages for the email titles, the preview text, the email content itself. Try with different discount rates, and also try with different sequences in case you think it can make a difference. It's actually worth to do some testing here in order to optimize your abandoned cart email campaigns. You can get the plugin from our website, pluginsandsnippets.com, where you also will find more documentation there which you can use for your reference. Please contact us if you have any questions or any comments. You can simply send us an email to info@pluginsandsnippets.com. If you like this video, please follow our channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.